Hello, welcome YouTube, Facebook, welcome. I am back after a very, very hectic 2 weeks. Welcome to Create with Fabric8. And if you're new here, please give us a shout out so we can, or give us a hi or say who you are and we will give you a shout out. Okay, so what is this all about? Well, normally we do this every Tuesday or once a week. Tuesdays if we can, and it starts at 7, as you know, because you're here. And we from a company called Fabric8. I'm Amanda, and behind the screen there is Lisa. It's my daughter. And we are a creative supply store online. And if you want to find us online, we at www.fabric with the number 8, so it's fabric8.co.za. And as I said, we do this once a week. And what is this all about? Well, we have a little chat for about half an hour, and then we start a tutorial where we provide you with a free pattern to use, and I give you sort of a quick rundown of how to make it. But we also do supply instructions with our patterns, so if you're not here or I go too fast, or the instructions are also online. Okay, anyone here? Nobody here yet?
Okay, Bianca says hello.
Hello, Bianca.
Bianca also says remember to like the live stream. So press that like button, guys. You can do it on your phone. Just look. You'll find the like button.
Yes, and that
I promise it's there.
promise you that's how you pay us.
Lisa K says
Hello, Lisa.
John says hi.
John.
Bianca says welcome to all the newbies.
Yeah. Who's new? Who's new? Come on, we need to know who you are.
Gail fixes hello.
Hello,
Antoinette
Gail.
says hello.
Hello, Antoinette.
Marcel says wave.
Wave back.
Antoinette says, Amanda, loving my F420 so
Oh,
much.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I had another client also tell me she loves the machine. It is an awesome machine. And the best feature is that cut-off feature, for me anyway. Okay, so an explanation for where I was. Had major family issues. My father is moving out of his 3-bedroom house, and we started packing up last month, and then my father had a fall and he's in hospital, so I had to move. It feels like 50 years worth of stuff out of a 3-bedroom house and get rid of it. So that's what I've been doing for 2 weeks. It was quite hectic, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Any questions? Anyone want to know something before I start? Yeah, I know.
I also moved.
Oh, and Lisa moved.
So
Yeah,
we just got our second rent invoice.
Oh, lovely.
And
Reality bites.
we got our first municipality invoice that I've
Adulting.
ever had. So we have to pay 600 Rand for electricity.
Okay, that's
Way less than what you're paying. So that was a nice surprise. And then we have to pay 277 for everything else.
water and
So
refuge.
water, refuse, and
sewage.
sewage.
Yeah. Ah,
So that's
adulting.
not that bad.
No, that
and
could
that
have
was
been worse.
almost. So we didn't get an invoice for the whole month. We got it until the 22nd. So I don't know why it would run from the 22nd to the 22nd. But so it'll probably be a little bit more than that. But that's less than I bargained for. I thought it was going to be closer to 2,000.
Well, oh yeah. No, well, it's summer also, no? There's no heaters, and you don't have an aircon.
And I don't have a hose pipe yet either.
Oh,
So my garden is dry.
yes.
Lisa, have you started sewing those cushion covers yet? No.
No, we're not talking. Lisa, please, can we not talk to Lisa about cushion covers? We're not having that conversation again.
No. I have decided to buy different furniture.
Abandon that furniture.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a word I could use.
Gail fixes. I made the crossover bag. Yahoo! It looks
Oh.
gorgeous.
Oh, but Gail, please send us some pics on WhatsApp, man. Please, anyone who ever makes my patterns, please send pictures. We won't put your name there if you don't want it, What?
Bianca says, wait till rates and taxes come. I'm pretty sure I'm not liable for
No,
rates
no,
and
you
taxes.
don't. You don't pay that.
I'm only renting.
Renting.
So, I think the invoice I got from the municipality includes rates and taxes, but they subtracted from what I have to pay, at least. Anyway, yeah. So we have most furniture. Our lounge still needs 2 chairs, and our dining room has no
furniture. It's okay.
And some of the furniture I bought for the lounge are on the patio. So technically we have no patio furniture. But it's okay. The cats are happy. We bought little silicone mats to put under the litter box because they throw their crystals everywhere.
And did it work?
It's helping, but it didn't work. It's, a 200 Rand solution to a 5,000 Rand problem, it seems. I also read that if your litter box doesn't smell good, you should buy a stainless steel one. But I just bought a brand new plastic one because I wanted one with like a lid on the end, so they stop kicking it out.
You just wash it every week, that's all.
We do.
Okay, guys, I am going to just show you a few things, new things. I don't know if you can see behind me, but we got the Himalaya dolphin wool in. And guys, I have honestly, have you felt this?
Oh, the weird one. It's so weird. I've never seen wool like this. It's very, very weird.
Oh, the one's called Himalaya Velvet.
Let me show it from the top.
Dolphin Baby, but this is like, I don't even know what. It's like a baby blanket in a ball. Have you felt it?
So weird. Oh, it is very soft.
That's not what divine. I'm definitely getting a scarf from this.
But it's like shiny. Like I feel like we need to show it up close because it's not doing it justice.
Where must I show it?
No, I'll show it here.
Oh.
Look here.
It's like, but it's beautiful and it's so soft.
It's soft. I thought it was gonna feel like velvet.
But it's softer than velvet.
It's like a velvety look.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like velvet. It feels like a baby blanket.
Yeah, and then it comes in a velvet and then a dolphin baby, and then we also have the dolphin baby in colors, which will give you like a, I don't know, what do you say, spickle? I don't know what it's gonna.
A dotted?
Like a dotted color, the different colors.
We have some messages.
Yeah.
Saskia says hello.
Hello.
Bianca says renting doesn't pay rates and taxes. Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank goodness. Bianca also says Lisa can't sew. I think she needs to learn.
Yeah, well, okay. I tried that.
She didn't want to teach me how to sew outside pillows. Gail Pick says the table ironing board in front of you, is that the ones you sell?
Yes.
It is. You used to have a different one. Is the other one at home?
The other ones at home.
Yes.
Yeah, we sell these and they are awesome. They are the perfect.
And also, honestly,
mate,
if you are an Instagram girly,
mini iron.
If you're an Instagram girly and you're posting your sewing stuff and whatever, it's the perfect backdrop to all your tiny projects. Gail says they will post a picture tomorrow.
Oh, awesome. Thanks so much, Gail.
Saskia, yes, is cooking dinner.
Oh, while she's watching.
Antoinette says yes.
Okay,
yes.
can I
Yes, it's a lot of messages where they're not saying that.
Oh, okay. All right, so
I read them. I did read them.
Let me show you a few things. We've still got a few of these left. And I find them to be so handy. So I obviously have the black one, but it's a lanyard.
I need a new lanyard.
And the nice thing is it has this little clip. If I can do it with my broken finger. Anyway, it has a pop. There we go. And you can put your tape measure on there. You can put your little scissors on there. And it is kind of like this. And
what is it made for? Is it made for what is it?
It's made I don't know.
Because
is it not maybe for when you have like a like an entrance card at a big building? so that you, or if it's like the train
Maybe,
and you have to scan.
that's so random.
I know, but it's
quite useful.
it's a perfect for sewing. Anyway, we have them in the black, and then we have them in this like peachy and pinky blue flower one also. Just a few of these left.
Why does that stick?
Yes, but this
Oh,
one
it's
seems to have lost its stuff. It has a little, I want to open another one. It has a little plastic thing that attaches with that new like nano stuff. And then this just slides onto it.
That's also cute.
Yeah, so this can, I mean, this can literally go on your sewing machine. Or actually, I would put it on that side.
Or on your kitchen.
Or in your kitchen. Or as, you know, as simple as a soap.
Yes, that's
Or
what I
your
was
little
thinking of.
sponsy.
Yeah, I was thinking those sponges in the kitchen because.
Yeah, and it has a hole so it can
puts the
also take your
sponges-
toothbrushes so it drips
Yes.
out. Yeah.
I think everyone puts their sponges on the countertop, and it makes your countertop swell.
Yeah.
Unless you have fancier countertops.
Yeah, so we have quite a few of these left. Something else that we restocked
What is the
on.
lanyard called on the website?
Just a lanyard? I
uh,
don't know. We have these back in stock. Very, very cute for small. They're little handles, and they also
rulers.
stick down, and they're very nice for small quilting rulers or even big ones. Okay, and they're much better priced than the others. So we've got them back in stock. Something new. I'm going to open this one. These are quite for you. Anyone who needs to...
Salma says, good evening.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Anyone who needs to count something, even if you like counting, I don't know, if you make freaking pies and you need to make 100 pies, or you need to make anything that you need to count, these are actually marked, and they this one goes from 1 to 100, and then 100 to 200, which is awesome for knitting. So you, when you're done, you just press. It's so cool. And you also get to like work on your frustrations. This is like what a fidget toy. All right, and we have them, they go up to 200. We also have one going up to 100, and then we have this one which is 1 to 30, and on the back it has ABC, so you could like use that for a second 30. But these are quite cool to use, because those I sort of struggle with those that I have to find around my neck. This will be easy if you're knitting. Every time you turn, you just press it in.
So let me ask you a website question. Why did we upload the lanyards as 3 products? That's not a very
I don't know.
Oh, is it not here?
Don't ask me.
Well,
here's the
whoever it
thing.
was, I
Here's
hope
the
you're
thing. I
watching.
found it.
caught
I
you.
found it. See, this is. Oh gosh, this is it. Oh, this sticks to wherever.
Oh, it's like you have them on the back of your plugs now. You can get them for your plugs.
Yes, and then it just slides.
Yeah,
in
that's
and out.
cool. And it's rented friendly.
Yes. And then anyone who wanted one of these, they are in stock now. We actually got the upgraded fancy version. So yeah, be mindful of the cheaper versions. We I upgraded them to the and if you want to know what they are, they're actually a seam guide, which you can, it's quite nice, especially working with thick fabrics. It'll still keep it flat. All right, and your machine does need to have the metal at the bottom here for it to work. But they are in stock now. Not back in stock, first time in stock. They are very, very nice.
Teresa Swat on Facebook says hello.
Hello. And then this is the new little thing. We actually do have this in the 𝐓𝐶𝐂𝐓 range, but I do know they are quite pricey.
What are those called, the things you just showed?
These.
Seam guide?
Seam guide, yeah. Magnetic seam guide. Adjustable, maybe. All right, so this, do not ask me how it works. What's this? Oh, and this. Oh, this is a needle threader. Oh, and it also comes with some needles. Very cute. There's a little holder here, which I can't open with my nails, but it has, looks like five needles in there. And then check. This is an auto threader, or not an auto threader, but a mechanical needle threader. I don't know if you want to maybe zoom in, Lisa. So you put the needle in there and then you press this and it actually threads it like the threader on the machine. It has a little silver thing, I don't know if you can see it, that pushes through the needle and then threads it. But this is the same idea as the Prim one. This is obviously just I want to say a cheaper version. So we have these also. Okay, anyone has a question or something to add before we...
You know, I have something to add. Press that like button. Please. Ash says hello.
Hello, Ash. Okay, well, I'm going to just start talking about the project for tonight. We had one of the last lives, we had someone ask for a duffel bag pattern. And I've always wanted to do one, but because they're quite intricate to make, I would never get to finish it in the time we have for a project. So I've done one that sort of, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it doesn't have a loose lining. So, but I mean, it's easy to make a loose lining. If you watch any of our other projects that has a lining, you'll understand how it works. So this one is, I want to say, it's not for beginners, but it's sort of intermediate in the sense that it doesn't have a loose lining, and there's no, with the duffel bag, you would have to hand sew at the end if you wanted a loose lining. So we're doing a fixed lining, and then we just need to pretty up the inside seams. All right. Okay. So shall we start? It's quite a project.
Oh.
All right. So pattern wise, you have it's called the main bag body. You have the bottom gusset. We have the front or back pocket, and we have, oh, I stepped on this one, handles, and we have exterior accent piece. We have the little pocket flaps. There was more I was about to say, and we have the zip gusset. All right, so to start, let me get up because I'm literally hanging on this table. I've done a lot of the work again to try and save us some time. So just as a reference, this would be the back. Let me just get this out of our way. There we go. And this. All right, so this would be the back of the pattern. Which one is it now? This one. This would be the back done.
Why is your head cut off?
Oh, is my head cut off?
Yeah.
I was sitting to you when you did the... Am I back? Have I got a head? Oh, okay. Okay, well, let me just stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the back. The bag I'm making only has a pocket on the front. But guys, if you wanted 2 pockets, one on each side, then you just follow the instructions for the pocket side on both sides. So this is the little accent piece. So if you go And this is it's called a exterior accent piece. So that's just sewn on there. And what I did is I just quilted through it just to keep it nice and flat. And these little blue marks are just my pen marks. And what I've done is I've fused the lining to the front of the bag, to the back of the bag. Okay. So on the front of the bag, we have, that's the front there. And again, we have this little accent piece, but we are not sewing it on because we are using we're using this to attach the pockets. If you can give me a second, because I thought I wouldn't need my iron. Let me just get the big iron back, because I find, let me just get it plugged in. What's going? Oh, sorry, I put it away, but now it's back. There we go. Okay, so I find when I'm fusing, if it's big pieces like this, that the bigger iron still works best, because the smaller iron takes too long. I need more what's oppervlak? Surface iron. Okay, so for the front, you can see that I've used the compressed batting, and I've ironed it onto the front piece, but the lining piece is still here, because we're first going to attach the pocket. Okay, so the pocket piece, and I've done quite a bit of work because this is quite a difficult, or not a difficult, but a long, winded project. This is the front pocket piece. So what you're going to do is it says here, cut 1 outer fabric, 1 fusing, and cut 2 for pocket front and back. Okay, so we need that's the pocket already started with the little pleats. So I'm going to explain to you. You're going to cut 2 of these. You're going to put them face to face. So you're going to have another piece up on here, and you are going to sew around and then turn it out and then iron it nice and flat so that you get a piece that is the same on the front and the back. Then you're going to mark these pleats. And what I did is I just gave that little pleat a top stitch and this little pleat a top stitch. It just makes it look nice and neat when it's flat. And that one. So what we're going to do is you're going to take that line there, like that is a pleat, and the red one here is a pleat. And what is going to happen is you are going to bring that to the center. Oh, there's a double piece of paper there now. Say, and we're going to fold that one in there. And again with this one, we're going to fold on the red, and this is going to be gone. Remember, that's going to be your seam allowance. You're going to fold on red, and that is going to go like that. So what we end up with, and you're also going to attach, you can see I've marked that you guys will have 2 snaps, but I just thought it was too much work for now to put 2 snaps on everything, so I just made a center one. So those, if you look at that, you'll see that's going to fold like that, and that's going to fold like that, and then you basically are making 2 pockets. Okay, so we are going to just bring this up here, and actually it doesn't.
Antoinette says, I'm amazed how you can visualize and design a pattern so quickly. Shows what persistence and practice can do. Thank you for sharing your talent and passion with us.
Oh, thank you.
And more.
Okay, so I'm just. Did you have them?
I have them. I just didn't use them.
I lost my pen. Oh, I found it again. Okay, so I'm just gonna mark the center here. Center up there and the center down here. So I can explain how we are gonna get the right positioning for our pocket. So I'm gonna, these pens disappear with water, so but I don't want to make too much marks, so I'm just needing to do that. All right. And then what I'm going to do is this is going underneath this. Okay. So I've pinned this in there, but actually you're going to probably do your bag first. And you're going to overlay it by 1 centimeter. And you're going to, I need more lines. I need more. Let's just do one in here also. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to align this pocket to the center first. The center line, which is, let me just show it to you. It's going to be down there. There. So I'm going to overlap this about 1 centimeter and line up my centerpiece. Oops. Get in there. There we go. And I'm also going to just line up there. Okay, and then I'm going to read the bit. So I've drawn you pictures. It's all here. So I'm going to read and see what I actually said, because I don't like it when I mess up the sequence on the live and then you guys are confused. Center and align the pocket to the front. Am I not just so old? 1 centimeter, overlapping with 1 centimeter. I've already said that. Stitch pocket in place. Okay, so we're gonna stitch down there. All right, that's the first thing. That's just a to hold the pocket in place. So we're just gonna stitch that down, and then you will just very soon see what's going on. Can I just get this out of there? All right. So I'm going to just stitch down the center there. All right. All right. So once I've stitched that in place, that's what separates the two pockets. Then I'm going to fold them down, and I'm going to fold that one down, and just to keep it in place, I'm gonna pin it. There we go.
Antoinette asked, do you recommend using a slightly thicker needles for those layers?
No, not at all. You don't need thicker for thicker fabric, no.
And then Gail asks, are you using vinyl there with cotton?
No, this is all fabrics.
The one is shiny.
This one.
It looks like vinyl.
This.
Yeah.
Is a satin.
Huh.
Ooh, it's a satin
that
cut.
Looks like
Yeah.
It looks like plastic.
Okay, so
I'm
gonna actually take this piece off now, because I'm just gonna confuse you with that. So we're gonna just pin that down also at the bottom here. I'm just pinning. Oh, these pins are not strong enough. That down. Okay, and then what you need to do is you need to fold this as it would be, but we are not going to actually sew this all the way, because then there's no point to us making the little pleats. So I am going to just pin that down there and pin this here, and then when I lift, then I can pin here, because I'm going to just top stitch this in place at the bottom, forming the pleat and also the edge or the bottom bit of the side bit of the pocket.
Antoinette asks, what stabilizer did you say you're using?
On this, I used the compressed batting. And on the pocket, I just use the thin one, any one you can find or use. I just like the fusible because it just makes it easier. So I'm just pinning the bottom bit, and then can you see that I'm lifting that little pleat because I actually don't want to sew down the little pleat. All right, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to just sew that little edge and that little edge, and that forms my two pockets. You'll see how that works just now. So I'm just going to edge stitch. There's a lot of S's tonight again.
Yeah.
It's always like that if I haven't like spoken English for a while.
Then they challenge you.
Yeah, the S's, the S's. All right, that's that one done. Let's do this one.
Oh my word, you keep moving back and forth. I don't know where to keep the camera.
Don't worry about the bottom of this pocket because the bottom part is actually going to be sewn down or kept down by that little bit. Okay, all right. So now we've done, if I lift this up again, you'll see there's our little pleats and there's our little pleat. Okay, so I'm going to just pin this down again to keep it down, and pin this one. The top doesn't need to be kept down. All right, and that is the front pocket done. All right, next we are going to take what is the bit that I just had. Where did I put it? Here. It's called the exterior accent piece. Now what I've done is I've just fused it lightly and I've ironed the top bit 1 centimeter in, and I've got my markings here. So I'm just going to pin it in place. And on this side, there.
Gail asked, do we sell the compressed batting? Yes, we do,
yes.
But it's out of stock.
Is it out of stock? No. Does it say out of stock? Just.
Should I give up?
Why is it? Can I run quickly, or
Yeah,
you
go.
just check out big roll there?
I'm not sure I know
Okay.
what it is. I did think I should go.
I'm not sure. Well, that is a good question. We still have a 1 or 2 meters. Does it say out of stock?
It is out of stock.
Okay,
Should I change it?
yes, I think there's like, there should be about 3 or 4 meters left there.
Is it not gonna break anything if I change it?
No.
Someone's
Just give us a day. I will put it on the list and we'll fix it up tomorrow. We'll have someone just check it, né? And then we'll order some more. I do not know why we've run out. To be very, very honest. Okay, so I'm putting it. Can you see that this little is gonna go over that pocket? So with this, we are also then securing the bottom of the pocket. So I'm going to just do a top stitch right the way through.
Right the way through.
All the way. And just when you're going over really thick parts, remember to give your machine take it slow. Or better than getting it completely or breaking a needle or anything like that. Especially here where the folds are, that is quite thick. You can imagine it's all fusing and. So I'm going to just also never run over a pin with the new sewing machines, guys. I know our moms used to be able to, or my mom used to be able to, but the new machines ain't made for that. All right.
Bianca says go slow. When unsure, don't force your machine. You can break its gears.
Yep, especially electronic machines. They tend to actually just stop when they don't want to do something. So, all right. So now, can you see? We can take all of these pins out because now we have these two little pockets that are extendable, so they're slightly bigger than, and that little edge stitch that we did keeps them sort of in a square. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure this is nice and flat because this is now a loose piece on top, né? So you want to make sure that this is nice and flat and even, nice and flat, and make sure, because like always I am going to edge stitch this to keep it in place because I don't want it to flip up while I'm sewing. So I'm just going to sew it to the edge there to be sure that it stays in place. This is just a basting stitch, so you don't have to stop, start or anything. You're just going to sew. We have a centimeter seam allowance, so we are sewing at about 5 mil. And it won't show in the final product. Okay. All right, so that is your front then. Okay. And at the back, I actually quilted through this piece. I should actually do it now also, but we don't really have time. So at the back, I quilt, where's my back? Let me show you. Which also helps it keep it nice and flat. So we've done some tutorials on quilting. Maybe I should just do like a big quilt. A big one. Let's start at this middle.
Make it like intricate though.
Yes, fine. No, let's just. The nice thing about this fabric is it has lines on, so we can just use the lines. 2 and 6, 2, 4 and 2, 4, 4, 6. And maybe I should just open my pencil.
I'm starting to think I need one of those kitty litter boxes that are like fully closed.
Why?
Because my cats are so messy.
Okay, so I'm open to, as they say, questions and suggestions now, because I'm going to be doing some sewing quickly.
Thoughts, feelings, opinions.
Yeah, I'm available. So I'm going to just quilt it because then it makes it look so much neater.
Bianca said, love the fabric color, it's pretty. And then Lisa K says, Bianca, it's Lisa B's color. It's pretty girly. Who are you making this?
I found this piece of fabric and I thought I
The
like that.
satin.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
And I saw this piece of pink and I thought, ach, hoekom nie? I don't normally do pink, so.
Next you can make me some outdoor cushions and
Oh, that's gonna happen. Yeah, that's definitely happening.
Gail says I love the quilt accent.
Yeah, I normally try and avoid this. That's why I did the back already, because it does take time that we don't really have, but I did work quite a bit of the work already, so we should be. We should
have
be.
an hour.
Yeah, but still, all the hard work is still coming. What to do with that?
That seems so difficult. So tall.
Lisa.
You know, I was
Lisa
thinking
knows
I must
these
buy
things.
myself a sewing machine.
Yeah?
Because it's getting quite inconvenient to not be able to sew.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm not sure what the last thing was I thought, yo, how nice would it be if I could sew that?
The
Oh, a
curtain
shirt. I saw a tutorial for a shirt and it looked so easy.
It is. Some things are easy, and the clothing you guys wear these days are really simple.
It's like, oh, I don't even remember. I probably didn't even say it, but it's very cool.
Okay, we're almost done.
Does
But
anyone actually make their own clothes? Like for themselves that they don't sell? Is it very expensive? Or can you like justify it's like a little bit cheaper and you're not supporting big corporate, I don't know. Because it feels like it would be so cheap, but then every time we've gone to a fabric shop, I'm like, oh.
it isn't cheaper. It's supposed to be better because you can make your own thing.
Bianca says, I know Fabric8 is amazing. You should watch the video tutorials on YouTube. Really good. And Antoinette says, I'm learning garment sewing.
Okay.
See, I don't want to go that far. Just a shirt, not garments. It's the DIY Instagram tutorial. Bianca says, I love quilting, but it takes time. Amanda, do you have any tips for quilting?
I'm not a big quilter because I've many times admitted this. I'm a bit of a lazy sewer, and quilting to me is very time consuming. I stick everything down when I'm quilting, except when I'm actually making a quilt out of small blocks. But if I'm quilting through like this, I like to stick it all down so that it can't go skew. Because that's the thing that irritates me the most about quilting through things, is when it pulls all skew and funky on.
Is this not going to be worth it? Because you can't even see it.
No, you can't see it, but it keeps it all together and it makes the bag sort of stand up a little bit.
Bianca says, I've made a few dresses better quality than the shops. Yes, but see, I'm not that concerned about quality, just quantity. You have a better, Lisa K says you have a better fit and choose your own fabric.
Yep.
Definitely make your own style. Antoinette says by garment, I mean casual clothing, simple styles to learn the basics. No, Antoinette, I understood what you meant. I was just joking that I don't want to call it that because it sounds too difficult. She also says, I just struggle to find fabric that appeals to my more alternative style.
Yep. I feel your pain.
Gail says, I did a lot of clothes sewing, but Shein is killing the homemakers. People want it for nothing, so I'm not doing much except for my kids.
And one more. Yeah.
Bianca says, quilting helps with support and strength.
Yeah. Yep.
Fine. You guys schooled me. So expensive and time consuming. Doesn't sound like hobby I want to get into.
Okay, so that's done. What you can see is that it also helps, it keeps it nice and flat. Which, it doesn't make those, oh, shit. It tends to puff, especially if you have one or two fabrics that are sort of this not completely attached to each other. They tend to get like a puffiness to them. Okay.
It's gonna be the girliest duffel bag ever.
Okay, so that's that. And now I'm going to use something we do not have stock of, and we've been trying to find, but I had a little bit left of my own, and it's called double-sided fusing. You guys might have seen me use it before, and this is my trick when I'm quilting, or you might also know it as spider web. So if you look at that fabric, you'll see it has like a sheen, like a blocky sheen to it. That is how it's gonna stick to this whole piece of fabric. So I'm just gonna iron that quickly. I am searching for it, guys, because it is extremely expensive, and I'm trying to get it at a better price, but I've not been lucky. But if you can't stick it together, you're gonna just put the two fabrics together. All right, so that's that. Oh, it can take a little bit more heat. I actually had someone email me a picture of a product from America, and it's all, ooh, new product, and in the I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, that's just double-sided fusing. But they are selling it like something brand new. Anyway, okay, so that's done. There's our back with no pocket, and here's our front with a pocket. So those two are done. Next, we are going to do our pocket flaps. I've also done those. Where is our pattern? It's somewhere here. I don't know where. Anyway, you're going to cut two pieces. You're going to I don't know where. Looks like this, man. The pattern piece looks just like this. Face to face, sew around, turn over, put your little clips or whatever in, and make them neat. And we can also give it a edge stitch to make it look lekker. And my fabric, this plaid fabric I have here is extremely thin, and what I noticed too late was that my metal clasps are actually shining through. If you look at that, you'll see. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to just do a little button or something on the outside. You can see they are actually shining through. That's not a problem. So I'm just gonna give it a little, I don't know, flower or why are you stopping? Don't stop on me. A little flower, or I'm gonna put a little button there, or just a piece of ribbon or something just to hide that, because as I said, this is actually quite thin fabric. So I didn't realize it would actually shine through until I did it. Okay, so I've just done those, turned them over, given them a top stitch, so they are ready. And as you can see, they actually quite hectic shine through. So I'm gonna just, I don't know, maybe put a little stricky or something on there. All right, so the next bit is the bottom gusset. Okay, this is just a long piece like this. And I've already prepared it with the satin, the fusing, and the satin. So that's an easy bit. Last bit is we need to, this is the zip gusset. You have a outside and an inside, and we are going to, if you want to show close up, please. We are sandwiching the zip in between the top and the bottom. So I'm gonna just take my zip foot out now and use the zip foot, and I'm gonna do the one side.
A lot of camera switching today.
Yeah, well, you know,
Back and forth, back and forth.
it's
Keeping me on my toes.
it's not an easy job.
Gail fixed it. I'd love to get my hands on some double-sided fusing.
I'm working on that, girl. I have found I actually have ordered from the suppliers before. And then at the end of last year when I wanted to order again, I'm telling you, South African, eh? When I wanted to order again, they told me that I have to apply, and I go like, but I've already applied. I'm one of your distributors. Well, and then they go, oh no, but that's not how it works. I also have to, and I'm like December month, I don't have time for 20 questions and answers. So yeah, I thought I'd leave it till this year to figure out what is the damn issue. So yeah, but I'm working on it. Oh,
It's really hot in here.
it is. I know. Yes, it is. I'm gonna do one so I can show you, and then I can. Okay, so I'm gonna just sew until I get to the puller, the zip puller, and then I will put my needle in, and I will close the zip. And it's always such a pain with these big zips, because they don't necessarily want to go underneath. And this is one of them. So I'm going to take my needle out again. Irritating, but anyway.
Fabric looks so thin. Or
It is quite thin, yes. But it was there, and I took it. All right, let me just get marked there. All right, and to the edge, reverse. There we go. All right, so if you look at it now, you'll see that we have sandwiched the zip in between the two layers. So let's try and get this. I'm just so freaking scared of this. We should stop using bad fabrics just because they're pretty.
Bianca says make the duffel bag out of denim. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, but I need to up my fabric game every week.
Oh, look at that little lappy thingy. We sell that also.
Yeah, these are very nice. They work so well. Yeah, they work really well. I'm quite surprised myself.
Because it's just a little lappy.
I don't know why they work. I can't figure it out.
Is it like the plastic like absorbs some of the heat?
Oh shit! I end the zip. I've got a plastic zip, so this is a dangerous game I'm playing here. A dangerous game. And I'm just ironing it back, being very careful of my plastic zip.
What happens if you iron your zip?
It's plastic. It melts.
Like instantly.
Well, this is a big plastic zip, so it's... They can, yes.
I said, you must make me and Laura a stationary sucky out of this fabric.
There's none left. Okay, so once I've done that, I am going to do a top stitch just to make it look nice and neat. I'm just going to use my zip foot because the zip foot helps me stay away from the zip. Why is this doing this? This is the second time I get the bloody thing underneath my arm. Let's see if it will go this way. Let's see. Oh yeah. Go.
Matthew just messaged me. Did you hide the washing basket outside?
Why?
So this morning I wanted to take the washing down. And I went outside with the washing basket, but I guess overnight it like got wet from the dew or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I started taking it down and everything was still wet.
Oh.
So I left the basket outside with some laundry in it, thinking, okay, I'm gonna come back in 2 hours.
And then.
And Matthew obviously just saw the washing. He's like, oh, let me take it down. He said he looked for it everywhere, including in the garage. He's like, where did this basket go?
Okay, so now we have that one side of the zip done. And at this point, we are going to do the exact same on the other side of the zip. We're going to sandwich. Which sand?
Matthew and I call it a Sammy. You can Sammy it in between.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I find it sometimes just easier to just do the one side and then come back and pin the other one, because doing the two at a time doesn't always work so lekker.
Talma says, I only sew for myself when I need an outfit for a wedding.
Oh,
So once or twice a year. That's a lot of weddings you're
Yes,
going
dear.
through. Bianca and Saskia are saying we must do a sewing meetup.
we are working that plan. I'm actually having a meeting about it soon. I can't remember when.
Antoinette says the Witch of Sands. Sandwich.
You know what? That is one of those words, né? That I have to check the spelling on every time.
Sandwich.
Because there is no D in it.
Yeah. There's a D. Is it? Wait, no, I don't know. Is it not sandwich? CH.
I promise you.
It's not M.
I have to
Sandwich.
check the spelling, and you know what? I spell it so that Google don't recognize it.
Like Wednesday. Saskia says there's a D in it.
Is there?
Yeah, sandwich. But maybe you mean there's no D at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Sorry.
There's sandwich.
Yeah.
Silent D at the end. Like Wednesday.
Now Wednesday, I know. It's just how many
But when
times
you
in your
write-
life have you used the word sandwich?
Written down.
Only when I'm writing bloody patterns.
If you write, we should actually do a poll. If you write Wednesday, do you say it in your head like Wednesday?
Who doesn't? It's
Huh?
like
No, I'm asking.
It's like beautiful.
Beautiful.
I get beautiful. And what? Stomach.
Yeah.
But that's because we're Afrikaans.
It is. You know what else? Diarrhea. Which is diarrhea.
Yeah.
I don't know how often
Why
you
did
need
you
to write that
Why
down,
did you?
otherwise-
Who taught you to say? It wasn't me. I never.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea is how you spell it. D-I-A-R-R. Diar. H-O-E-A.
I don't know.
Hoo-ha?
I've never had
Something
to.
like that.
I've also never had to spell diarrhea. I don't actually know what I used instead, but.
Pink poo emoji. And on that note, send us some pink poo emojis. What is another one? No,
I just-
B-E-A-U.
I just remember stomach with you guys because there's no way to explain the word stomach. Stomach. Let me just say that at the end. Stomach to an Afrikaans child, and it's not a fucking. Oh, excuse my language. It's not a freaking.
Wait, I need to do the sound effect.
Oops. I was sitting and I would go, just remember it as stomach.
I remember you teaching me the plant Bijskrifte. Like, I remember I had to you have to know what's like the different organs of a plant in grade 5. And it's like the first time you write proper exams. I think that might be the one and only time you helped me study for exams.
Yeah, no, I'm not a good parent in that way.
Ash says because can't spell it without saying the rhyme. I don't know what the rhyme is.
Is that Afrikaans?
Oh,
We don't
here we
know.
go. Bobby eats cake and Uncle sells egg. I've never ever
Heard that. Me
That must
neither.
be an English thing.
But because that must be an English thing. Bobby eats cake. That's so much more to remember.
I know, it's so much words. And Uncle sells egg. B-E-C-A-U-S-E.
Okay.
See, I'm starting to doubt whether I can spell because, and I didn't have a problem with this before.
Okay, so we're just gonna do the same on the other side. Hopefully not.
Separately or separately? Sepa or sepa? I think it's sepa. I'm not gonna Google it though. Let's blind leading the blind. Yeah, I think we should vote on this. I think it's sepa. Separately. Wednesday in your head. All 6 out of 6 people voted for that. Wednesday. You know what else is such an English thing? They have nursery rhymes that we don't have. But like they're nuts ones. There's like, there was an old lady that swallowed a fly. Why did she swallow a fly? I don't know, perhaps she'll die. Or something like that. And it's like a whole rhyme that goes like, there was an old lady that swallowed a fly and the fly, I don't know.
Wait.
And then eventually there was an old lady that swallowed a shoe. Why did she swallow a shoe? I don't know. Perhaps she'll die. I don't know.
Where
It's like
did you
the
hear?
weirdest rhyme. Matthew told it to me. But he said it. Like it was like a thing. Like a,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Must be a thing if Matthew said it.
I'm saying it's an English word. Saskia, eraser is stationary, and there's is a stationary car.
I never.
I learned that recently. Not that, but that stationary is spelled with an E, not with an A. I always thought it was an A. It's like common spelling mistake. I'm pretty sure stationary on our website is spelled with an A.
Can I just say that I also, every single time, the only one I can spell is cute, but quite, quiet, quit.
I can do that.
I have to think about them every time. And the there, I have it all in my
There and there.
There and
And
there.
which is which?
And where,
Word.
and word. I have to. I have them. I've got them down, but it's like you said. I have to think about it every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is done. It is done. We
Oh,
have.
yeah, Antoinette, I know that too. A rhyme we were taught to memorize planets. Meneer van as jou jas. That's not right even. Nee man, Antoinette. Where is the jou jas? What two planets start with a J? It's mevrou van as my jas sal u nie pas. I mean, you've got a few in there that you've also got a my instead of a e. Mercurius, Venus, Aarde, Mars. Mevrou my jas.
Okay.
Jupiter.
What are we? We are at.
Saturn.
We're at this.
Uranus.
See, we have that now.
Pluto.
That's our zip. And again, I am a bit preoccupied by getting this the same. Although I must. Okay, so let me teach you a trick. These two actually have to be the same width. Okay? So your bottom and your top has to be the same width. So if they are not, before you start sewing them together, you should make sure. Where's my ruler? Okay, so the best way is to go and actually. Okay, so that is a line. Actually, we can
Fantastic. Quiet. Think of the yet sound at the end. That's why there's a et there.
Okay, next time. So I'm just gonna cut this to a specific length on each side, because what happens when you sew zips is they always go a little bit skew and they take a little bit of fabric where they shouldn't and things like that. So I'm just for neatness sake. Oh, that's a new thing. We could go. For neatness sake. It's a nice way of saying for neatness sake.
Oh, there you go. Antoinette says she was a 90s scholar.
Oh,
She's outing her age.
I was an 80s scholar.
Bianca was
So that
born
is-
in 1984.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeez, you people are spring chickens. You people are spring chickens,
Saskia
yeah,
says
man.
no more F-bombs. Did we have another one? Did
No,
not
I
put the sound
didn't.
effect?
I didn't. I said for neatness sake.
Ah.
Sorry about that, guys. Just when you meet me in person, that's what you should
Antoinette
expect.
says I'm closer to her daughter's age than to her.
Me.
No, me. I'm closer to Antoinette's daughter
Oh,
than to her. Her daughter turns 18 this year. Have you seen her profile picture? She looks so young.
no.
Okay.
What do I want to, though? Is the question.
It is very tiny. I'm gonna blame it on that.
Okay, so now once I've done those, you can see that my gusset is slightly smaller. And it happens, people. Sometimes it's just like cutting and ironing and things start moving around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get a straight line on the one first. One side first. Okay, and then I can easily get this to be exact.
Ash says, like I did at the market, Amanda, in Milnerton.
What?
I'm not sure.
When did
I
we do?
wasn't there.
What did we do at the market? Why am I now confused?
There's a lot of messages. I'm not reading all of them.
I don't know.
Um,
Was I at the market?
I think you were.
At market at market? Oh! I remember. Yes. Hi. Now I know. She saw me at the market.
What did you do? What did she do?
I can't
Did you
remember.
guys sway?
Oh, I'm,
repetitively at each other.
That-
Just
that-
F-bombs.
that could be it, yes. Let me just check myself, because we are talking a lot. And I am scared. Okay, that's cool.
Gail says, I'm the fossil around here.
Oh, no, Gail. Possibly not.
Bianca's turning 40.
Oh, as I said, spring chickens, all of you. All of you all. All of you all, I am.
Saskia says you'll get along well. She needs to bite her tongue when she's around the kids.
Oh, I don't. My kids heard it all.
Antoinette brags that her picture is only 2 years old.
Okay, so now that is just a little pointer that if you're making that should, can you see? That should be the same width. Okay? All right. Okay, are we ready for the difficult bits? What is happening now? Okay. So we need to actually get this into a circle. See, I'm talking and not really concentrating. Let's just cut
Boosie
that
says
straight.
hi.
Boosie.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, hello, Boosie.
Yeah.
Just
Hi
give
guys, I can see there's 17 of you on YouTube, but please press that like button.
like.
Even if you don't like us, press it anyway.
Okay,
It's like
so
Wijsels.
this is the right side of my gusset, and these little pretty, it's the right side of my zip gusset. So what I need to do is sew this
Gusset to gusset.
gusset to gusset to make a big circle, the circle of life, if you want. And we're also gonna sew this side.
Gail says, I'm a baby boomer. I'm 30 with 34 years experience.
I don't understand that.
I'm not sure if you have to plus them together.
Okay, let's get rid of the zip foot. There we go. Put back the normal foot. Okay, so we are just going to, tonight it's going very slow. We might have to actually, it's a very, as I
How
said,
much do you have left?
a little bit.
A little bit.
The most difficult parts are coming up now. And that sounds like,
Hello Teresa, you've now joined us on YouTube.
okay, get
Moved on
that.
from Facebook.
Okay, just pinning it right because I want to get the zip puller out of the way, but I have to know that this is.
Anthony says, I was just gonna say Amanda's flying through this.
We're talking so much, we're not getting it done.
She's made a belt with a zip in the middle.
Oh. We'll just do what do we say? Come back to it. A two-part series.
Life for part 2.
Yeah. See, this is one of the reasons I haven't done a duffel yet. Because I know sewing so close to the zip. Get it. I'm just enforcing right at where the zip is to keep it so that it doesn't, when I'm pulling the zip open, it doesn't actually undo there.
Teresa said she moved over because no one was chatting on Facebook.
Yeah,
I know.
people are very quiet on
The
Facebook.
Facebookers are lurkers.
They're like stalkers. No, lurkers. Is a better word.
Lurkers. They lurk.
They lurk. Okay, so this is now the part that I said that this is not a lined bag. So you should actually bind that. But we are not going to do the binding now. So we are going to do a zigzag. make it. Okay, that's not a zigzag. What do I need to?
Yeah, says Facebook is
Oh,
cricket
nine.
again tonight. YouTube is party central.
Why am I not getting 09?
Do I not have a cricket sound effect?
What am I
Where's
doing?
my sound effect?
Oh, there
no,
we
we
go.
removed the cricket sound effect.
And
Here's something else.
you are talking while I'm talking. Is that is that something we're doing now? Okay, so I'm just gonna zigzag here. But you can overlock this, obviously, or you can bind it with a nice, like, silky. Should have had like a silky satin vice binding.
Or you can spook and pluck
But
it.
I mean, look at that. That looks fine, man. I only got my first overlocker one after I was married. So, you worried that your zigzag is not good enough? Let me teach you a trick. You just do it again. Give it another go, and that gives it an even better finish. You don't have an overlock. There you go. See?
Tracy says, hello, it's me. I'm here.
Hello! Hello!
It's us!
We're here too. Okay, do you think I'm gonna zigzag this together because now
You're
otherwise-
late.
Who's late? Oh,
Tracy.
yeah, no, she is late. I'm gonna zigzag here, and then do the straight stitch because I'm on the zigzag now.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da.
That's not our song. Why do I always sing that? That's the Sims theme song.
I don't know. I didn't watch Sims. Okay, so one more.
Oh, is that our song? No, it's not. I can't remember. No.
Okay, so we're gonna just do the straight stitch here. And guys, I'm not gonna be the one to say it, but I feel like we are definitely moving into next week territory.
No, that isn't our song. Here's our song.
Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I just sang it. What are you doing about? Okay, we are talking too much, but this is, what did we say? Community building. It's not just about the patterns. And look at that.
We weren't gonna get done even if we didn't talk.
There we go. There we
A
go.
beautiful belt.
Beautiful.
showing
Yeah,
it.
and it'll fit me. Look. Okay.
It's
So-
got a nice convenient zip down the middle
Yeah.
for
like-
being. It's a sash
Yeah, it is. Will it fit? Yeah. There we go.
with a sash with a convenient zip in the middle.
Okay, listen.
For easy
Next
access.
thing is, I would give it a top stitch there. Let's do that quick to make it look pretty. But we are gonna, because I'm so close to the zip, I'm gonna actually skip over the zip. So, because this is a very, very thick open end plastic zip. So I'm gonna stop it and very nervous. And I'm gonna jump over the zip. Oh, I lost this. All right. I always get so nervous when I do that because of that zip is gonna break my needle. And I'm soon going on to the next one.
That's says we come into pink poo emoji and rewatch later when we actually make the thing.
Yeah, man. See? And also, I'm like the queen of the best instructions. You don't really need to watch me. This is like social. This is like a social club. It's not really about
Yep.
sewing and tutorials. It's also about making you see that things ain't so difficult, man. And even people who can sew, which is now supposedly me, sometimes pull their faces like a needle's gonna break. Okay, so there, that bit is finished. So good place. See, now it neatens it up. And I'm pedanting about these bloody paper. What means that? Like, okay.
Extra.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to somewhat get this done for next week. But we need to, obviously, just for matching up the pattern, we need, okay, those are already marked, but let's just mark them. Tiny, tiny, tiny little triangles. Also need the center here. Get ready for putting the whole bag together, and we're going to do it on the other side. Mark the center there. Oh, I used to have students and I'd go like, okay, cut a tiny little triangle mark. And remember that you only have 1 centimeter. So, and then they would...
A triangle.
No, listen, I promise you, I want to show you, because I would do this, né? And I'd say tiny little, and remember you have and I would get to the pattern and they'd done this. And I'm like, but there's your seam allowance. So there's now a hole.
Way more.
Really? Oh, man. Well, then we make the bag smaller. But, so I always, you have 1 centimeter seam allowance. So for you to get a nice mark, see, it doesn't need to be a very big one. Okay, so now we've marked those two. And now we also gonna put them on top of each other. Okay, so we are ready to put this all together, but all those people who know what has sewn for a while should be able to put this together quite easily. So let's do that next week. So this is the front now. See this, let me quickly explain. Has to be sewn on here. We're still going to do that.
Move over.
It's really ugly.
This side.
Like
that space is where, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So this we're gonna obviously sew down like that, and then you have your 2 little pockets. And then in this whole process of putting the bag together, which, as I said, I'm sure that old hats can do, we're also gonna include the straps in there, and that's basically it. So the people who know how to sew will be able to finish this, and the other people will, I'll see you next week. But it also gives you a chance to maybe get up to this point, because this little bit that we're going to do now is actually one of the most difficult things. And it's not that difficult, it is just, it takes a little bit of wangling, you know, like wrestling with the pattern, with the fabrics. So maybe it's a good thing to do that next week then.
Yes.
But maybe, what time?
Wow.
Yeah, well, we're done.
Wow.
We could, let me.
You don't have to make a pattern for next week.
Well, no. But we can do this. Let's put this in, yes, quickly. Let's just,
don't, because people are going to stop watching the video just now when you said.
Okay.
And that's
all
it,
right.
next week.
I'm going to actually get,
you know what I mean?
2 like Hello Kitties or something to iron on here. Or 2 flowers or something, because that looks really not nice. Okay, guys, any questions?
Or comments.
Or comments. Or praise. You're welcome to praise me now.
Clap.
Tell me how freaking awesome I am. I need that. Trust me, with the freaking weeks I've had. Anyways, anyone got a cool sewing story?
Frog Mandos, yeah?
Yes. Hello, Frog.
You are late.
Yes, also late. If I had a
we will
watch.
see you in detention.
Yes, after school. You have to stay online till 10. We will be watching you.
Gail says I'll catch up with you by next week.
Yeah.
Antoinette says thank you.
Plaisir. Oh, I just twisted my leg. So tell me, anyone have a funny sewing question?
Okay, I'm gonna read you exactly what Tracy said.
Okay, she's gonna be being spunky.
Amanda, tell me your duffel bag, can I fit in it?
You will not be able to fit in it.
Maybe she's asking how big it is.
It is this big.
It's like
it's this big. Less 1 centimeter, about this wide, and that.
So if you can fit.
It is not a round duffel bag. Okay, a round duffel bag. I don't like them because they don't stand up nicely. But I mean, I can also do a round duffel bag pattern.
One day.
It's like a knitting bag, you know, those like round tubey ones, like the
Frog Mando says you're awesome. Gail says it's stunning so far.
Thank you.
Saskia is being super sus. She retracted her message.
Oh, what did she swear?
I don't know if
did
you're
she
trying
use
to
the
be
F
dodgy.
bomb?
No, she says Frog Mando is my daddy. And I don't know what you mean by that.
That sounds dangerous. Is he old enough?
Like your daddy?
Are you
or
old
your
enough?
daddy?
Is the question. Or is he the husband, the boyfriend,
Yeah, that's what I'm
the actual father? No, what did my friend used to say about her child's biological father? She used to speak because her daughter was adopted by her new husband, and so obviously at that stage she was really young. It was you and Ulysses. She was really young, and I don't think she wanted to explain the whole your father doesn't basically isn't interested. And she used to talk in front of her and she'll say, you know, the biological unit. And I'd go like, oh, okay, gotcha. So her daughter never knew she was talking about it. It's just biological this week, this biological unit did this and this and this. And it took me a while. And then I realized, oh, okay, so there's a different father in this picture.
Saskia says Neiman, my actual dad, and Frog Mando says father. Yeah, you must distinguish between father and
so does actual dad sew?
Tracy says, oh no, I wanted to make it and post myself to Cape Town.
Tracy, what did Lisa say about the profile picture? It was really small. Was it her?
No, that was Antoinette.
Oh, okay. Maybe if you could.
All of them are very small.
Maybe if you could post your profile picture. Okay. Yes.
Saskia says we share a keen interest in making sewing goodies together.
Oh, awesome! That is so great.
He has the old singer hand crank.
Oh, cool! I wish I had done more practical things with my father, but
I don't think sewing was gonna be it.
No. Sewing wasn't good. But my father had many very very cool practical skills that I never learned, and I believe it's because I was a girl. Yeah. But he's got many practical skills that I did learn, but also some that I wish I had.
Antoinette says she's going to add me on Instagram. Like the stalker she is.
Oh.
Send me your handle. It's lisi.lala. Everyone go follow me.
Why?
I'm famous.
Why would they need to follow you? Was there something?
Antoinette is
was you doing something on Insta?
No. Frog Mando says I showed Amanda my singer.
Oh, okay. I remember now. Yeah.
Antoinette says I haven't posted since lockdown, but then you can see me better. But see, then it's also gonna be old pictures of you.
Oh, I like my lockdown pictures. I think I was like 20 kgs lighter than I am
like
now.
the mask aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie.
The mask.
The mask aesthetic.
Oh, is that a thing? Is that like an
That's
Insta
what I'm
thing
calling it.
that I don't know about?
Wearing masks in photos.
Oh, you mean like when it was okay?
Yes.
Sorry, I thought it was like maybe like a fetish thing or something. I don't know about.
Saskia says I always wish I'd been more interested in sewing when my Oma was around. She was amazing at it, but didn't know how to show me when I was still young.
Oh, I spent literally every holiday with my Oma, and yeah, sewed on her old green frick
Flick?
Frick.
Frick?
𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐶𝐾 sewing machine. And my mom also could sew, which was awesome. She, I still have her very old banana. So yeah, no, I literally, my poor Oma couldn't get any of her, because she actually made her money from sewing. And I would be there in the holidays making like Barbie and Baba popkleren. And she would go, Amanda, could I just quickly sew this? I need to get this out to a client. And I go, no, I'm sewing. I don't know why we never actually were. Maybe we weren't rich enough or something. Why I didn't have my own machine at that age when I was so into it. But I only got my own machine when I was 21.
I never got one.
Which is quite ridiculous if you... It would have been a waste, okay? Quite ridiculous if you think that I spent my days sewing. Literally. But I sewed on my mom's machine. Did I have a... No, I didn't have a machine.
My grand taught me to sew multiple times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And?
No, it's like every holiday you start from over. You start from
I think
scratch.
she taught you to
She also
knit.
taught me to knit.
I don't know if she ever
She
taught
also
you.
taught me to French knit.
Yeah, French
And we
knit.
painted.
That sounds really
Weird.
like real.
Toen ik erbij.
Yeah, I know that, but when you go like... She also taught me how to French knit. I'm like, okay. Oh, God.
Gail says, oh, Saskia. I teach my granddaughters all the time. They love it. Ash says, I miss the quiet from lockdown. Ash, if you turn this video off.
Didn't it sound
Yeah,
Didn't
mute
it
out
sound
and
off?
press the like button.
Just don't, yeah. And the actual sound stays on if you haven't liked and subscribed. But the subscribers have the option of switching me off.
You guys experiencing some lag? Must be because you didn't press the like button.
Yeah, and that's all the problems go away when
press
you and you know what happens when you share? All of this stuff is free. Okay, guys, listen. Anyone have a serious question for the know-it-all? Yeah.
No.
Nobody.
Only comments.
No, just comments. I like it like
Frank Mando says, I used my mother's brother machine that she taught me on. Tracy says, when I spent time with my grandma, she allowed me to play with her box of buttons. That's where my passion comes from.
No, listen. My mom had a thing about sorting buttons. So once she got like a big, like a wasgoedmandjie. What's it called? Like a laundry basket. But I'm not talking a laundry basket, né? Full of buttons that were in plastic bags, but all mixed up.
Random.
And she sat literally weeks long on a tray sorting those buttons.
And then what was it?
And then putting them in separate little...
And then what?
I don't know. But it was...
But they don't exist anymore.
I think...
It's only like a jar.
Yeah, but I think it's the same sort of thing as puzzle building. It sort of occupies your mind, but it's also interesting because there's all different buttons.
Antoinette is worried we're gonna get locked in.
Oh, freaking hell.
Saskia,
You're gonna make me...
I'm trying to encourage a colleague at work to try her late mom's machine instead of just getting rid of them.
No. I always used to say to my students, when they started, they all go, "Oh, but I don't have a sewing machine." I go, No. Most older people, I'm that person now, but most of the older gen has a machine, and you got a big steal and borrow, because you don't want to just try it out and buy a new machine. So lots of the old machines work forever. They last much longer than our machines ever will. The big problem becomes when you have to service them and they can't get parts anymore. But if it still works, some of those old machines, my mom's Bernina and my Oma's Frick, both were what was called semi-industrials. So they are way stronger than these, but they're not as strong as a fully industrial machine. So many times people who do like make a lot of bags and things, they use those old machines because they still had those, I don't even know how that works, but they had things that you had to put into them to make them zigzag and to make them make a button. Cams, I think it's called. But people use them just for straight stitching. So if you're going through like jeans or something heavy, you use your old machine, and then you keep your new machine for like just the fancy bits. Okay, we need to go.
We have to go. My laptop's gonna down. Goodbye.
Okay, guys, listen. Thank you for joining me, and I'm so sorry about being absent, but hopefully that is done and past. I still have one bed that I have to find space for tomorrow, because Voordrag is going tomorrow. So when do we have to give the keys? The next day. Yeah. So there's still a bed. Anyone looking for a medical or like a hospital bed with a brand new cushion or a mattress? We have one for sale, and the price is really good now, because the
price is good compared to everything else on Facebook.
It's good because I paid for that bed with an old mattress more than 2,000 rand. And we've since bought a brand new mattress and the two sides.
Anyway, message us.
Yeah, if anyone needs one, a medical bed, back goes up, has those side, like if you have someone that's old and fragile or frail, I have one for sale, but it's going to be like tomorrow, and then I'm going to have to like freaking give it away or put it in storage. Okay, guys, thanks for joining us. Have an awesome week.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye.